Good morning, students. Welcome to the virtual classrooms. We are studying it as in chemical properties of aldehydes and ketones. In our first lecture of the chemical properties of aldehydes and ketones, we studied nucleophilic addition reaction. In the second one, we studied reduction and oxidation. Today, we are going to study about aldol, cross-aldol, Cannizzaro or electrophilic substitution reaction. That is particularly aldol, cross-aldol, that we are going to study it as an alpha hydrogen reaction. That means when we are having it as an aldehydes and ketones, and if their compounds contains alpha hydrogen, then the reaction takes place. So what is alpha hydrogen? Alpha hydrogen means a carbon attached with functional group is known as alpha carbon, and hydrogen attached with that carbon are known as alpha hydrogen. Example, if we are having it as an CHO, the functional group is present. That functional group contains carbon. This carbon is known as alpha carbon. And if it is CH3, then these three hydrogens are known as alpha hydrogens. In case of CH3COCH2 CH3, then both these are alpha carbons and these are known as alpha hydrogens. Right? So we are going to come across these hydrogens to react, and we will see that how they are going to react with aldehydes and ketones. So they are going to, those compounds which are having it as an alpha hydrogens, they are going for aldol and cross aldol. So first of all we will understand aldol condensation. Aldol reactions, right? What is it? If we are having it as a CH3CHO, that means alpha carbon is there, so it contains alpha hydrogen with it. So this component is going for the reaction. It's going to react with dilute NaOH. This compound we will take it as 2 moles. While taking the 2 moles, it converts itself into CH3, CHOH, CH2, CHO. Right? I just wrote it because I know the reaction, how this reaction has proceeded. So first of all, we will understand its reaction mechanism, that what is in it. We are having it as in 1 mole of CH3, C double bond OH. Same way we have taken it 2 moles. So we are also having it as another one as C double bond O and H. Now, this is an alpha hydrogen containing compound. It loses its one hydrogen to the oxygen, and the compound, it gets converted into, first of all, CH3C single bond O, this valence is free, right? Out of the double valency, one of it is being broken out and got converted into single bond. Hydrogen from the alpha carbon just reacted with oxygen. So now out of this component left out is CH2CHO. That component gets attached over here. So it produces CH3CHOH, CH2OH. Right? But this is an unstable. It goes for beta elimination, giving it out CH double bond CHO. It's an unstable. It loses H2O and gets stabilized. Right? Let's see another component. CH3, CH2, CHO. I'm going to take its 2 moles. Right? We are having it as an dilute NaOH. Let's see how the product we will be having it. CH3, CH2, C double bond O H. This is my first molecule. this molecule, it's reacting it with the another molecule, right? So this is going to dissociate as, this one is going to dissociate as CH3CH2C O, valence is free, H, right? In this component, this is going to be your alpha carbon, so it is going to lose its hydrogen. So left out from this component is going to be CH3CH, right? So this carbon is going to attach with it. So that is what you have to remember. Alpha carbon should only lose its hydrogen. The product you are going to get it is CH3CH2CH OH CH CH3CHO. Okay, again this is going it for removal of H2O. It gets converted into CH3CH2CH double bond C CH3CHO, right? So that is for the aldehydes we got it. Let's see the same reaction. Is it possible for ketones? CH3COCH3 2 moles. So again dilute NaOH. So this component, can I write it as ketone CH3C double bond O CH3. It's again reacted with CH3C double bond O CH3. Both of these are alpha hydrogen. So out of that only one we will be considering it, that it will lose its hydrogen. So we will get it as CH3C CH3. This is the oxygen which is going to get the hydrogen, and this is the group which is attached. So what is the product we got it? CH3C CH3 OH CH2 CO CH3. This is what the addition of aldol condensation took place. Now this component is again going to lose H2O. So the product we are going to get it is CH3C CH3 double bond CH COCH3, right? So these were the aldol condensation. The same molecules, two molecules, same, and we are always going to get it as one product from it. See, during the aldol condensation, two same molecules are reacting, and we are getting it as a one product only, right? Now in place of that, if we are going it for aldol, cross aldol condensation, let's take it as the second one as cross aldol condensation. Now cross aldol means what? We will be having, in our previous aldol condensation we saw that we were having it as a same molecule 2 moles. Here we will be having two different molecules that will be giving us the reaction, right? In the aldol we got it only one product. In the cross we are going to get it as total 4 products, 2 self, 2 cross products, right? Let's see how this reaction is going to take place. We will take it as one of the molecule as CH3CHO, right? Another molecule we will take it as CH3COCH3 with dilute NaOH. Now see, we already studied it, that if I am having this molecule, itself will go for the reaction, that is self aldol. So self product, we will be getting it, the first product as CH3CHOH CH2CHO. The second product we will get it, the self of ketone, CH3CH, this one will become OH, we will be having it as CH3CH2CO CH3, right? These are the self aldol. We already saw it in a previous reaction. The third reaction, this time this one will dissociate its carbonyl group, right? And this alpha carbon is going to lose its hydrogen. while in the fourth one, this one will dissociate its carbonyl group, and this alpha hydrogen is going to react. Okay, so we got it as 2 as a cross product, 2 as a self product, and all these 4, they are going to get stabilized by losing its H2O. They will be getting converted into CH3, CH double bond, CH, CHO. That is your first product. Second product, CH3, CCH3, double bond, CH, CO, CH3. These are the self products. These are going to produce CH3, CH, double bond, CH, CO, CH3, and this one will produce CH3, CCH3, double bond, CH, CHO. These are the cross stable products, right? So when we are having it as an aldol, we are having same molecules. While when we are going it for cross, we get it as 4 different products. Again, it's not necessary that every time when we will go for cross aldol, we should have both of them containing alpha hydrogen. We can have it as the reaction in which one may contain alpha hydrogen and another may not contain alpha hydrogen. Still their cross products are possible. One with alpha hydrogen and another without alpha hydrogen. When this condition is there, one with an alpha hydrogen and one without alpha hydrogen, at that time what will happen? We will get it only 2 products. The reason is the one without alpha hydrogen, it can't go for aldol or cross aldol, but it can help the alpha hydrogen containing compound to go for cross aldol. That means we will take it as an example. If I am having it as an one with CHO without alpha hydrogen, going to react with CH3CHO, alpha hydrogen, it's with alpha hydrogen, right? So see, this cannot give me aldol compound, so self product is not going to produce. So we are going to get with dilute NaOH, we will get it as CH3CH OH CH2 CHO self aldol. Only one of it. This cannot give me the self aldol. So this is my first. The second one, what will happen? Alpha hydrogen is present with it. It can't dissociate because it won't get the alpha hydrogen. So in place of that, what it will go? It will dissociate this carbonyl group. It will get the alpha hydrogen from here. So that is possible. So if we are having one with the alpha hydrogen and one without alpha hydrogen, we will get one of the self and one of the cross products. When we are having both of them as alpha hydrogen, in both the cases we will be getting it as 2 self, 2 cross, right? And for the aldol we got it only one of it. The stable products, it's stable products. By removing H2, we are going to get it CH3, CH, double bond, CH, CHO, and the second one we are going to get it is a CH, double bond, CH, CHO, right? It's a stable products for the 2 different components when we are having one with alpha and one without alpha hydrogen. Okay, so presence of alpha hydrogen takes the compound for aldol or cross aldol, but there are many compounds which do not have alpha hydrogen at all. Some of the compounds are there which do not have alpha carbon itself, right? in absence of alpha hydrogen, Kenny-Zero reaction takes place. This particular reaction, I named it as Kenny-Zero. It's also termed as disproportionation reaction. What does it means? It goes for, that is, the same component goes for oxidation as well as itself is going for oxidation as well as reduction. Let's see what is that Kenny-Zero reaction. If I am having it as an CHO, this is methanol. No alpha hydrogen. Does not have alpha carbon at all. Where will be the alpha hydrogen? So what will happen? With concentrated NaOH, it gets converted into CH3OH plus HCOOH. Right? That means the first one we can say that it's a reduction, and the second molecule went for oxidation. That is why it is considered as disproportionate. We took it as a benzaldehyde. It does not have alpha hydrogen. Carbon is there, but alpha hydrogen is not there. So what will happen? With concentrated NaOH, H2O, it will produce CH2OH plus COOH. Again you can say that it's a reduction oxidation, right? And it is getting disproportionated reaction. So two different products, but we are getting one as oxidation reduction. It's a redox reaction, right? Or it's a, we already wrote it, Kenny-Zero reaction, for which alpha hydrogen is absent. Okay. The last one that we are having it, that is for the aldehydes and ketones. Electrophilic substitution reaction. Now, when we are talking about the electrophilic substitution reaction, that means it will be for the aromatic aldehydes and ketones. That will be going it for the reaction on benzene nucleus, right? For aromatic aldehydes and ketones. This particular reaction is for aromatic aldehydes and ketones. What is going to happen? On the benzene ring, CHO or CO, both these groups are deactivating groups. Deactivating groups means what? Electron withdrawing groups. Deactivating means electron withdrawing groups. Now, electron withdrawing groups, they are all going to always act as a meta-directing. So whatever the reactions are going to take place on the compound, they are all going to take place on meta positions. So what are the reactions that we will be having it? Let's see for the aldehyde. CHO, when it is reacted for concentrated HNO3 plus concentrated H2SO4. If we are taking it as a nitration, this particular reaction we will term it as nitration. When the nitration reactions is taking place in the compound, what will happen? The nitration, we will be having it as on meta position, meta nitro, right? If I am going it for sulfonation, that means concentrated H2SO4, I am going to get again the component to react on meta position. So that means they are going to give me meta, right? Maybe chlorination, bromination reactions are taking place. Aldehyde, it will produce meta position. Similarly, if we take it as a ketone, COCH3, and if we go it for nitration, concentrated HNO3 plus concentrated H2SO4, we get it, the product on nitro, on meta position, right? If you are going it for sulfonation, that is with concentrated H2SO4, it is also going to react on meta position. So that means aldehydes and ketones, they are going to become as an meta directing. All the reactions that we are going to get it on aromatic nucleus, they are going to take place on meta positions, right? These were all the chemical properties that we were having it for aldehydes and ketones. In our next lecture, we will be going through carboxylic acid, right? We will be taking it as a third functional group. Till in this, all the lectures we studied aldehydes and ketones. Next one, carboxylic acid. Thank you.